Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to today's video. My name is Robin, and inside today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a weekly update on my Canadian-based dividend portfolio. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, I started building this dividend-based portfolio way back early this year in January 2020. And basically, as I've done this channel, as I created this channel, as I've been uploading videos, since then I've been kind of growing the portfolio, and I've been showcasing with you guys these updates along the way. And the whole main point of these videos and this whole portfolio is basically to get to the point where the dividend investing portfolio can basically pay for all my expenses and I can live off it. Now, obviously, it's going to be a long time to get there, but I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to get started with investing. And since there's not a lot of Canadian investors on YouTube, I wanted to kind of showcase to you guys how even just a little bit of money can help and really make a big difference in your life going into the long term. So if you guys enjoy these videos, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And remember guys, if you want more Canadian-based investing content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's jump inside my WealthSimple trade portfolio and let's see how our dividend stocks are doing for this week. Alright guys, the first thing I'm going to give you guys an update on is going to be the dividend-based portfolio, and then we're going to jump into the REIT portfolio in just a second. I'm just going to give you guys an update on the totals and how the actual portfolio is performing, since I haven't done a video like this for a while. And then I'm going to jump inside the spreadsheet, show you guys how many dividends I've been earning, and then we're going to jump inside the gold spreadsheet and just show you guys how this portfolio has slowly been changing my life and how even just a little bit of money has been making a big difference. So here's the portfolio here as you guys can see. This is my 100% dividend-based portfolio. Most of these are Canadian stocks, but I do have a little bit of US stocks sprinkled in here, mostly in a main ETF. So here we go, we have $6,313 Canadian. We are down about 0.29% today, and in the past week, our Canadian stocks are up about 2.43%, so a nice little increase in the past week. And in the past month, we are down quite a bit because we did get a big dip, about 2%. So overall, in the past month, we are still down $130. If we go in the past 3 months, we're probably down a lot more, yet 3% here at 2.8 over the past 3 months. And if we go all time on the portfolio, we are still down about negative 1.3%. And even though that sounds bad, that's not too bad because stocks, specifically Canadian stocks, have had a little rough patch over the past couple weeks. So it's nice to see a bit of a rise back up there. And we've been getting dividends along the way to reinvest and help grow that too. Here's the stocks inside of my portfolio. I'm not going to do a deep dive analysis here because my last video I published, and I'll talk about that. I'll put a link in the description of the video if you guys want. I really went in depth and I showed you guys all my holdings. So check that video out if you missed it, as I'll go through all the holdings inside my dividend-based portfolio. And then we currently have a little bit of money here that I'm waiting to transfer in, and then we'll be sticking that into stocks. And of course, I'll do a video showing you guys the stocks that I'm going to be buying. Now let's move on to over to the REIT portfolio here that we have. And at some point in time, I'm going to be sticking both of these portfolios inside of a tax-free savings account, probably the same one. And we have about $4,000 in a REIT portfolio, and REITs have, at least for the time being, outperforming our dividend stocks. So over the course of one day, we are down about 0.4%. Over the past week, we are up 3%. So once again, REITs just keep growing. Over the past month, we are kind of zero. And then over the past 3 months, wait for this to load, we are up once again 0%, so it's kind of leveled off. And all time we are still up 3% for the REITs. So the REITs had a nice increase. I think it was about a month or two ago. They had a nice little, they kind of rose up there, and then the dividends have just been reinvesting kind of thing. And REITs pay out good dividends, so it makes a big difference in a small portfolio like this. But REITs have just kind of more particular. Some of my REITs have just done really, really well, which is kind of weird. And I don't know how long this is going to stay up. I think it's going to eventually kind of level with the dividend stocks at some point, but it's interesting to see nonetheless. And here's some of my REITs that I hold. I don't hold a lot. Most of them are ETFs, but the big ones are probably RioCan, H&R REIT, and then Brookfield Property Partners. And then I have VRE and XRE as my two main Canadian-based REITs. So that's my REIT portfolio, and then we have some money waiting to transfer in as well. Let's go over the dividends really quickly so I can show you guys how the stock portfolio has been growing over the past little while since I started it. Now, one of the big things I changed, if you guys are kind of you watch this channel a lot, is that I used to track the dividends from the dividend portfolio, like the dividend stocks separate from the REIT stocks. Decided to just stick them together because it's less confusing for new people, it's less confusing to me, and then you guys can see like the actual income the whole portfolio is earning, because it really is just one giant dividend-based portfolio. So as you guys can see, when you first started investing, we were putting about $400 a month in and just making a couple couple pennies, chump change kind of here and there, and then we started kind of wrapping up a little bit. I put $800 in March is when I started the REIT portfolio. You can see it really started to kind of kick up here and started to grow to $7, $12, $20, and then in July I really went crazy with my dividend stocks for a couple months, and you guys can see like the growth: $21, $23, $44 in the third quarter. And then in the past 2 months it's kind of dipped a little bit, and the reason why my monthly contributions went down is because I bought a computer in October and I had some other things going on. So November we should get back to that, putting more money into the stocks. But the cool thing is, like, when you put money like this in July and August, it kind of makes up for some of these slower months. So that's a cool thing. But you guys can see just $44, $37, and then $12 in the month of November so far. So we're taking that income, we're reinvesting it, and we're just growing the portfolio as time goes on. So let's jump into my goal sheet. And before we end this video, I want to show you guys, some of the things I'm using this portfolio for to hopefully pay for going into the future. Alright, so here's my super confusing goals spreadsheet. Don't worry too much about this, guys. The only thing you need to pay attention to is that the main goal of this spreadsheet is for me to track my dividends and track the things that my dividends can pay for going into the future, even just the little things. So here's the goal up here: to eventually pay for everything that I need and spend for in my life. My current monthly dividend income from last month was $37.85, and my total income from all my dividend income combined together from the portfolio since I started in January is $163. So it's starting to kind of get there, and I tracked every little. Here's the thing, guys: I'm reinvesting my dividends that I'm earning, but I'm trying to track as if, what could this buy me if I wanted to spend it, kind of thing, because once you get that dividend income going, you're kind of guaranteed it to some point, right? So basically I'm guaranteed to get around $30 to $40 a month now, basically for the rest of my life, assuming that you invest into good stocks and I have a nice diversification, stuff like that, and all that kind of jazz. So I wanted to kind of be like, what can this money buy me on a regular basis? So one of the first things I wanted to do was, to buy my daily cup of coffee. So I calculated how much a daily cup of coffee is. It's 20 cents, and I added it cost me $6 a month. So now my dividend portfolio covers, that $37 covers my daily coffee that I drink every time I do a YouTube video. Pretty cool, right? Second thing was my French press. As you guys can see here, my French press costed me, I think it was like $15 or something. It's kind of expensive, actually. But anyways, so my dividend portfolio paid for that. And then 1 day's worth of food every month, I calculated being $10. So now my dividend portfolio pays for one day's worth of food. And then I bought a CD, I bought a video game, I bought new pants, I bought a Halloween costume. And then one of the big things I wanted to do, because I don't drive, and that's one of the big reasons why I'm able to save so much money, even though I don't make a lot of money. One of the things I wanted to do was to, me and my girlfriend go grocery shopping, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass to go grocery shopping, every other day and carry a bunch of stuff home. We live probably about 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from the grocery store, so it's a big haul to take stuff home. So one of the big things was to take a cab ride to, and go once a month to the store and just get a big chunk of groceries. I think we spent like $100 on groceries, and I'll show you a picture of that in just a second here, guys. But I wanted to get like $100 worth of groceries here and just get like a nice big chunk. So number one, we can get good stuff, so we're not resorting to junk food and stuff like that. But also, we always have a supply of food, so we're not ordering out. We're not, going to the store and buying expensive food. We can always make food from home, and it's just so much easier. Like, so when we went grocery shopping and I bought all this heavy stuff, it was so nice to just pay $12 to take a cab ride home. So it's really cool, and it's one of those things, like, you just slowly appreciate over time, because, for years and years I used to have to go to the store and have to walk home and carry stuff, and it was such a pain in the ass. So taking a cab ride and going to get your groceries is really, really cool. So that's something I really appreciate, and something I'm super excited about going into the future. But other than that, guys, there's not too much to talk about in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little update. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And by the way, if you guys missed my previous video, check that video out. I'll put a link and end screen here in the corner. That is my Canadian dividend-based portfolio that show you guys all my stocks. It'll show you guys how much I paid for my stocks. It'll show you guys the returns of each individual stock and how many shares I own. So definitely check out that video if you guys want to kind of get a more in-depth analysis of my portfolio. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and remember to subscribe to the channel. So I'll see you guys later. Have yourself a good day and take care.